Nerd out here breaking down some Astralis and Fnatic Overpass A-site CT setups. At first I wanted to cover Brollan's A-site CT setup on Overpass, however halfway into it one of my viewers commented on another video that Mahone did so already. I checked out his channel and he did so, and some of the demo I recorded were very similar. If you want to check out his video you could do so here. I scratched that project for a second and am now doing Astralis A-site CT setups, but going to incorporate some of the Fnatic setups too, because I don't want to throw away and waste my time going through their demos. Let's first get into some aggressive setups towards Stairs, Playground, and Fountain. Fnatic loves running 4A at the start of the round. They send Brollan to push Stairs, JW with an AWP watching long from balloons, and flashes for Brollan. Crim's long waiting to peek off of contact, and Golden inside connector. Flush up plays retake at B. 4A works really well if the other team is defaulting. In this round against North, the aggression caught them off guard and messed their default up. The only downside to this setup is if the enemy team goes B, you'll have to play retake. I'm not going to show the rest of the round as there are many other setups I need to go over. Next we have Fnatic going against a second round force buy where they'll play 3 aggressive A. Stairs and Playground are mollied off and Brollan pushes up. JW flashes for him to peek around the corner while Golden jumps up to watch Playground. Brollan doesn't see anyone and peeks Stairs and kills Odo with bomb. Meanwhile, JW and Golden shut down the connector players. Had Fnatic not seen anyone or felt no presence towards A, then Fnatic should send a player back to B while Brollan is in a good position to wait to flank and the other player can keep an eye on connector. Another aggressive setup Fnatic have is where they'll send 3 towards A with Golden holding connector, JW balloons holding long with an AWP, and Brollan mid with an AUG in an off angle behind trash can. Brollan gets 2 kills and falls back, however decides to come back to watch JW's back, however dies. JW and Golden both get killed as well, but both had their chances to get kills. In addition to Fnatic's aggro setups, I'm going to show you Astralis's. This first setup is a 2-player setup with the double Ds, Device and Dupreeh. They'll molly Stairs in Playground. Dupreeh flashes over and will push into Playground. He can spot players coming through by the gap on the ground. He gets flash off the angle and still finds a kill on the twist. While Device is in bathroom initially holding his fountain flank. You saw here he initially wanted to jump up towards Balloon and peek towards mid, however he gets flashed off the angle and he's worried about someone pushing him up mid. Directs his attention to connector where he spots players coming out. Liquid try to hunt Dupreeh down, but him and Device give them second thoughts, and this pair shuts it down. Dupreeh's gonna throw a smoke behind him which baits Naf to come out thinking Dupreeh fell back. He gets a kill into Naf and then flashes over and then also finds a kill into Stewie. Afterwards Dupreeh peeks towards Fountain where he'll find the last kill towards Balloons. Astralis running the same 2-player aggressive setup here. Dupreeh doesn't have money for a flash, and sometimes you'll see Device flash for Dupreeh to get into Playground. In the previous clip we saw Device try to get into Balloons, however he was flashed and fell off. This time around he'll get into Balloons and manages to get 2 kills. He took the attention off of Dupreeh, who was able to get into Playground, and he kills Valde from behind. Astralis will eventually win this 4v2. Besides Playground, Astralis also have a Stairs push setup. Xypnix will smoke Stairs from spawn to block vision. Only Playground is mollied off and I'll show you why after this. Dupreeh flashes over Fountain and nades Stairs. He pushes up with the flash from Device. Device will hold his connector. He takes a chance that no one runs through the Playground molly because it wasn't extinguished. Vitality have a set piece towards B. Real quick, I didn't have room to show Xypnix's POV from last example. Here's him smoking off Stairs from spawn. Position yourself on dice aiming at the smudge, then where these 4 lines meet you'll put your crosshair there, run a couple steps and jump throw. As you can see, the smoke denies full vision if anyone's behind Stairs. Back to the reason why Astralis aren't mollying in front of Stairs with this setup is because there's an angle behind the molly that it doesn't reach and it is super hard sometimes to spot players behind the molly. It gives them cover, which happens here. Astralis have a setup where they'll send someone to push Stairs without the Xypnix smoke. In this round here, Xypnix comes over from B to molly Stairs since Dupreeh nor Device have a molly, and he falls back to B. Dupreeh watches connector. Glaivo pushes stairs where Device flashes from the peak around the corner, and Device watches his long. Glaive sprays through the stairs smoke and was able to fall back. You can see the impact of not having a playground molly. The T's were able to storm into playground right away just by smoking out stairs molly. Also note here the area by stairs with the Zifnik smoke versus the T smoking out the molly. You can see Glaive taking extra precaution in case someone is playing on the edge of the smoke. Let's go over some nade usage. The first one here is the playground nade that Brollan throws at 146. You can see here the damage he does to Nordovan. Here we have Dupreeh nading stairs after mauling playground and flashing. He does a lot of damage to Vitality. Sometimes Astralis only molly playground and leave stairs open because there's smokes in T-spawn to smoke out the stairs molly. That could be used as bait, causing CTs to think there's a player there because they smoked out the molly. Granted, teams can still send a player towards stairs to smoke out the playground molly. Fnatic have an eco strat where they flash fountain and then Nadestack stairs, which they are able to retrieve the rifle and use it to trade to get another rifle. Flusher, the player who flashed, ran back to B and played in a corner and knifes down, who pushed without checking the corner. Fnatic had a 4v2 after plant situation that they weren't able to capitalize. Apart from nades, a powerful smoke mid is the one that's thrown off the garbage can wall that lands on stairs. You can use this smoke to peek over and it gives you cover. Device uses this smoke like a god, alongside his teammates supporting him with flashes. This smoke can also give you cover to go alongside towards the opposite side of the tree here. As T's, it's very hard to spot someone playing behind the smoke. The supporting cast from this round, Dupreeh and Magisk, really helped Device, enabling him to be able to get all the kills with the flashes. Device will bait the mid smoke and peek from stairs and he gets the kill into Art. Another thing you could do with this smoke is to boost on balloons to peek stairs. Fnatic tries to do so with their only rifle in the round to set up an opening kill, however JW messes up the timing. Brollan has a bathroom one-way smoke. After he throws it, he will jump on top of the trash can to the right, and he can see over the smoke to see bathroom entrance. Unfortunately, I don't have any examples of where Brollan kills an enemy with it. It's a cheeky smoke that might land you a kill, and it can be used to slow down the enemy bathroom take. Isolating an angle, only have to worry about divider. The next one-way smoke I'm covering is used by JW very frequently on site. He'll use the smoke to get on top of dice so he can see over the smoke. The smoke also gives him cover. In this round here, he has a crossfire with his teammate's truck, and he picks up a nice 3k. This is what it looks like from bathrooms when JW throws his smoke and gets on top of dice. You'll see bits and pieces of his head. And then other times you can't even see him at all. It's a strong defensive smoke. Here's a different view of the same smoke from flowers. Again, JW's at sign, right clicks the smoke by aiming at that red marker there, gets on top of dice, and he's gonna pick up a nice 2k here. This time around, JW throws a smoke after the flower smoke. He will get on top of dice and sees Harris lurk the headshot. It's gonna be an easy kill for J-Dubs. It's super hard to spot JW and Harris doesn't even see him. You're not always going to get the same results and reactions from the smoke. Teams will pick up on the smoke as you can see from my next examples. Brollan jump spots and sees a lot of players and he throws the smoke and tries to get on top of dice. Ziwu knowing this because he also throws the same smoke, sprays and kills him. Brollan doing the same thing here, jump spotting. Soon as the long A smoke faded from NIP, he throws the smoke preemptively, with time running down in case NIP execute, which they do here and Hampus kills him top dice. The next smoke comes from Dupreeh, who will smoke barrels that lands on top stairs outside Monster in order for his teammates to get Monster control. He positions himself inside flowers and aims at this leaf and jump throw. In this clip he throws it at 146, which is a little bit too late. You want the smoke to bloom before the Monster players peek. On B, the two players peek Monster while Magisk flashes. Xyp9x gets a kill on 2Flamey. In a later match, you'll see Dupreeh here throwing the smoke earlier at 148. Be careful with this smoke because they can leave a gap to the right. Moving on to bathroom setups, one of Fnatic's favorite setups is the double bathroom with one player holding entrance and the other player holding long. At the start, they molly stairs and playground to condition their opponents, then they set up. JW with his AWP will be scoped in on bathroom entrance / connector, while Brollan on the other hand has an AUG scoped in towards long. I'm going to cut to the part where AWPer comes back towards A because they're at B right now. In this example here, JW will pick up a nice 3k, while Brollan is still holding long while it happens. Had JW went down, then Brollan can pick off the rest. If you're in a pinch and need to fall back, then either player can smoke bathroom entrance and fall back that way. It's much safer than going out long to fall back. Another bathroom setup is the one where Brollan is holding divider while JW is AWPing bathroom. It is a very common setup that you've probably either used or seen a lot. Now you can't be in this setup for a long time if you don't have your B rotator watching long. If time goes by and no presence mid, then Brollan can push up for info. Astralis have a setup where they put Dupreeh inside divider looking towards bathroom while Device is watching banana. Dupreeh has a good angle to get the jump onto the opponent who will check that cubby where he's aiming at. In this round, however, he hears a Navi player run into bathrooms towards long, which he walks behind and kills Electronic. He's able to fall back to behind divider. Device on the other hand needs to go back towards A to keep an eye on long since the B rotator is still at B. Dupreeh makes a mistake of peeking too early here. There must have been some miscommunication between him and Device because Device was supposed to flash for him. The following setup is another common one where you put your rifler inside bathroom towards long and your AWPer long A. JW will hold right of the rock while Brollan is inside bathroom. JW misses his shot and flashes for Brollan to peek long. Brollan kills HS falling back. He didn't see anyone close and uses his nades to retreat long. Meanwhile, JW was keeping an eye on bathroom and he smokes divider. Brollan uses his smoke as cover and pushes up to behind divider. Nordavind is going to go towards B. Astralis here is running the same setup. Device misses his shot on long and rotates to bathroom, while Dupreeh keeps his eye on long. B rotate glaives come in and flashes long for Dupreeh to peek, and at the same time G2 are flashing. Dupreeh will get the better end of it. Device kills Nexo trying to flank Dupreeh. Dupreeh smokes bathroom and plans to fall back. He checks long before doing so and kills Kenny. Dupreeh, being a mad lad, pushes upstairs and kills Amanek. Astralis are in the same setup. C9 are running a fast bathroom banana strat where they're rushing up, and Dupreeh will walk through a smoke and find 2 kills. This is a risky play, but you'll see here that Astralis love walking through the bathroom smokes. Dupreeh here is walking through the bathroom smoke against Vitality. He's going to get the kill on ZywOo. Same thing with Device. He's going to walk through the bathroom smoke against NIP. He's going to find Lekro, however Rez is there to trade. So we got the same setup, Rifler and bathroom, while AWPer and long setup with Fnatic here. Brollan will walk through the enemy's bathroom smoke and he gets flashed from Flusha, who is on B to peek divider. Unfortunately, he managed to only get 1 kill here, but there was an opportunity for a 3k, seeing how Issa had his nade out. We have a different bathroom setup here where first we'll see the Stair Nade light up Heroic. Dupreeh will hold an off angle inside bathroom while Device is divider. Heroic are going to run a strat where they walk through the smoke. This is a very common strat they run. Dupreeh goes through the smoke to check long, and by the time he comes back, Heroic already threw blindsiding Device. Luckily for Dupreeh, he manages to find 2. Another example of the same setup as the previous clip. Dupreeh holds an off angle near bathroom entrance while Device is banana, so Dupreeh doesn't get flanked. Now Device will have to go back and check on Long real quick because no one is watching it, then he comes back to his original spot. After Fnatic's bathroom smoke fades, Dupreeh picks up 2 kills and Device kills JW. Device will fall back to site where he manages to find the last 2 kills. Brollan has a nice off angle in bathroom against Vitality. He hears the flower smoke and flash banana where multiple footsteps can be heard. Brollan will smoke front bathroom and hold the off angle where he kills RBK and Masuta. He will reposition on the other side in bathroom and kill Apex. The next setup I'll be going over is a long A setup. The rifle will be posted up behind boost while the AWPer for the most part is sign or sight. This setup has its pros and cons. In this example, JW will flash in order to allow Brollan to secure and clear long A. Then JW can focus on bathroom if an execute comes in, which we see here. Unfortunately, JW was fumbling around with his nades and he gets the smoke out too late. Thus, he tries to get on dice late. Again, we have the same setup. Brollan hears a bathroom flash, meaning MIBR has players here. JW will flash for Brollan to peek. He gets a kill into Leo, however TRK was playing anti-flash and trades. This matchup was towards the end of 2020, and you see MIBR definitely did their homework, and they know that Fnatic likes this setup, so they have TRK playing anti-flash. Any type of sound cue long made by Tees can set them up for failure. Dupreeh takes advantage of hearing Cadian jump spotting and wide swings him and clears him. Dupreeh has long covered while Device can focus in on bathrooms, which he kills Borup. The double Ds will find the last 2 kills on site. Astralis has a variation of this setup where they'll stick to long A. Device will flash for Dupreeh, who is the usual player playing that position, and he goes 1 for 1. Roxic most likely thinks that angle is clear and Snappy will kill him when he pushes up. Device is focused on bathrooms, however Mouse goes B. Nothing fancy here. G2 will come around the corner while Dupreeh is holding and picks off 2. Device falls back from bathrooms to site and kills Kenny Long, then gets the last kill onto Hunter's flower. One protocol in this setup is if Astralis are down a player, they can have Dupreeh push for info, which he kills Zywoo in bathrooms. Then Device, not having to worry about Long, can position himself behind Dice to the right and shut down Vitality. Let's move on to the next clip as Apex opts a save. The main issue with this position is it is easy to clear out with the flash. Here are some examples where the flash owns a person playing behind the boost. Staying at long, we have a nice setup by Astralis, who has Device with an AWP peeking. Dupreeh throws some nades mid and then falls back to behind boost, crouched looking at the pillar. Once Device makes contact, he will change his angle by hopping into Dupreeh's head, where he can see over the rock and kills Stu. I love what he does next. He stays active and rotates the banana with his AWP, gets a kill into Grim and should have on Unleashed too. Dupreeh plays in a corner at long and uses the smoke to his advantage, kills Nap coming through and picks off the last 2. Double D's too strong. One issue with this setup is Astralis doesn't have anyone watching mid, so NIP in this round will sneak up behind them and take the whole A site even underground. Think about pulling your B rotator over earlier or cancelling the setup if it takes too long for any contact. Now let's go over some other AWPing setups and positions by device. If device has the mid spawn, he's going to take it and peek stairs. Dupreeh will cover him with a flash after he shoots in order to allow him to fall back safely. Device is going for a stairs peek and misses his shot. Astralis fall into the sign boost. Typically after the peek, Astralis has a couple setups they can fall into. I showed some earlier, one being the Dupreeh bathroom off angle device divider setup. Device showed himself with an op towards A, so Navi have to take extra precaution and use their nades to clear out angles. As an opper on A, you want the enemy to force you back with their nades. You never want to give anything for free for the most part. Make them work for it. Dupreeh boosts him and has a smoke out to throw the defensive Fnatic dice smoke we saw earlier. They cancel after a long A smoke gets thrown and they boost over to peek over it. No one was spotted and Dupreeh tries to push up and gets timed by Electronic. I'm going to skip the rest of the round here as I wanted to show you guys the 2 boosts. I really like this next round here from Device. It's nothing too special, but watch his movement and rotations. He does well changing his angles. He's going to peek stairs from the back rail on balloons, however first he will support Dupreeh by balling stairs and flashing for him to allow him to safely nade mid and get info. Dupreeh doesn't see anyone going aggressive, which allows Device to quickly peek stairs. Device will kill OC and fall back to the divider holding balloons. Bathroom gets smoked off, so he changes his angle. He knows that this position here he's holding is common, whether that be someone jump spotting or boosting. Device will get flashed off the angle. He hears someone shooting from connector and he smokes divider off. He will change his angle to inside bathroom and he picks off Modem. It's really annoying playing against Device on Overpass. You really have to use your nades to force them back, which is what you want to get out as your AWPer, is to be forced back. You don't want your AWPer just to fall back and give free map control. You want the other team to work for it. Device's favorite position to AWP on this map is bathroom towards long side. First he picks stairs with their spawn. He saw someone cross the playground. When T's get to playground, that means they can get to long A fast. Device falls back to bathrooms where he watches long. When he peeks long from this position, he is usually holding to the right of the rock, which he kills Flame F. He uses a smoke to fall back to site. Device holds for any mid aggression in the beginning from bathroom. Then he goes to watch long. As we see from this in the previous round, he can get to long anywhere from 138 to 136 roughly. Device has good timing and once again holds to the right of the rock. He gets flashed but has ice in his veins and holds and kills Config. He smokes bathroom to fake that he's fallen back to see if anyone else will peek, then he actually falls back. Dupreeh on the other hand is supporting Device whenever Device is in this position, making sure he can't get flanked, whether he's playing in connector or inside bathrooms. Device initially wanted to go for the rail peek here but misses his jump. He falls back to the same position. Remember how he holds to the right of the rock? Well, if he doesn't see anyone, he will peek to the left. Here he gets a collateral. In the previous clips, we've seen Device fall back with the bathroom smoke. However, in this round here, he tries to go for another pick, but dies. We see Dupreeh supporting from connector and gets a kill into a player on playground. Device same position. He switches back and forth between the 2 angles. Dupreeh is watching his mid and here and there making sure he can't get flanked bathroom. Device will get a kill, falls back smoking bathroom as a fake to keep holding, gets a kill into JT and then falls back through the smoke. Astralis for 1 to 2 games in 2020 on this map had double op setup on A. Dupreeh will go for initial pick onto connector and kills Iwu. Dupreeh falls back and ops bathroom, while Device is in his angle towards long. He kills 2 Vitality players long, then finds another kill into RPK. Earlier I showed Device going for a pick stairs with a op. Well, you could also pick stairs with a rifle, as long as you have a teammate supporting you with nades. Glaive has the mid spawn to peek with an M4. Dupreeh will molly stairs and Glaive flashes over and peeks. He kills a blind Foppy and falls back with Dupreeh flashing for him. If T smoked Divider, then you could boost the C over it, which Fnatic does here against Nordavind. It lands a free kill into Chroman, who didn't expect it. Brollan will get flashed through the smoke from Flusha as well, and finds another kill into Nato. Moving on to connector setups and positions, one thing you could do at the beginning of the round to gain an opening kill, or to help attain water control and to get info, is boosting the peek into short pipe. When Astralis runs this setup, they have the bottom person having a smoke out in case the other team mollies connector, as well as having device hold mid to allow them to safely retreat. Again, we're going to see the connector boost come into fruition and getting an opening kill while device is watching their bathrooms and mid. Sometimes CTs blow up the door at the beginning of the round. You can watch a video on that here. Dupreeh will take advantage of that, and he's gotten so many kills where the opponents are in water going up short and don't check connector. Let's take a look. So we have here Astralis blowing up door. Dupreeh doesn't spot anybody water. Device is short watching water. So Dupreeh has to worry about his connector here. When device takes contact, Dupreeh is going to help out. Liquid's fully focused on device, which Dupreeh gets free kills here. NIP wanted to get a quick pick on short, however Dupreeh sees that and shuts it down. He was in a good position to get the kill onto Twist, who was blind, and dies. Device in this round went for a quick pick stairs and holds it. This time around, Dupreeh doesn't have to worry about connector because you see Magisk on B jump spotting. On the other hand, Device is watching his mid. Dupreeh is going to be able to get 2 kills from this position before he dies. Here's Dupreeh once again getting some more free kills from players going up short and him shooting them in the back. Just because the door isn't blown up doesn't mean you can't help out water. Brollan is in a good position to peek water after clearing connector. Northward focus on short killing Crims. We saw earlier Magisk jump spotting connector from B. Well, what would happen if door was smoked? Well, Magisk will flash connector for Dupreeh to peek, however the flash gets thrown half a second delayed. In the same position, Magisk can flash for Dupreeh to come out door to peek short pipe. Zifnix pushes short and dies to Olaf. Magisk will flash for Dupreeh and he kills a blind Olaf. Then he does a crazy flick onto Rain, who should have had him dead to rights. Dupreeh can come out mid from connector with flashes thrown from B, which we see from the next couple of examples here. In this round, he'll get a flash from Magisk from B, and then he'll peek, doesn't see anybody, and then in a moment here, he gets a flash from Zifnix from A to peek again, but doesn't see anyone once again. Dupreeh likes pushing connector if he kills a connector player, and or if his teammates clear connector. We're going to see Dupreeh killing JW, the connector player here, who is focused on water. Dupreeh takes advantage of this and pushes to below the ladder, where he does good damage to Crims, before falling back water with a flash. Here we have Magisk getting water control and then peeking connector. He doesn't see anyone and Dupreeh pushes up clearing it. Just because Magisk doesn't see anyone doesn't mean there's no one there. Tessus comes down the ladder with bomb, not thinking someone would push that far. I think Heroic opted safe here, so I'm gonna skip the rest of the round. Fnatic have a double connector setup in the beginning round where JW goes for an early pick. He kills Masuta but dies to the molly. Brollan will opt to push and finds a way outside to B, where he kills Shox and has bomb control. This was such a great push from Brollan because of the information he finds out. He's gonna find bomb outside of B on Shox. You look on the radar, Vitality have 2 players long A, so they definitely know that it's gonna be a fake. His teammates get that info and they all rotate towards B. Astralis have a double con setup where they boost Dupreeh onto shelf and Snappy plays in the cubby. Device will watch mid. You can watch a full breakdown of this setup here. The last thing I want to cover about connectors is that you could also flank towards A. Vitality here make their way onto site. Dupreeh finds a timing where Shox isn't watching connector, and he kills ZywOo planting. He was able to stop the bomb plant, and that allows his teammates to rotate in from A. To wrap up, I show multiple Fnatic and Astralis Overpass A site CT setups. I hope you enjoyed the video. Device and Dupreeh are a deadly duo on the A site and Overpass. All I ask is for a sub, like, and comment. Till next time, Nard out here. Peace.